Well, you know, the thing is, we've been talking about the opportunity for some pretty significant winds in the forecast. We have had that red flag warning. It started earlier this morning. It's still in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. And the areas that we're concerned about are exactly where you have US 50. It's also where you're exactly near Pollock Pines. That's where the Caldor Fire was and is. And that's the areas we were most concerned about. Take a look at this latest map showing some of the hot spots, and they are just adjacent to Highway 50. And you can see more hot spots coming on the eastern side of this fire because most of the winds today have been coming out of the south to southwest. Now, in some instances, they've been gusting to 30 to 40 miles per hour, and that is driving that fire to the north as well as to the northeast. Now, just in case you're wondering how long are winds going to be in play? Well, that red flag warning is in effect until 8 o'clock this evening. So as long as those winds, those gusty winds are out there, it's going to continue to push that fire. Here's a look at some of the sustained winds that we're looking at, south to southeast around 3 miles per hour. But we all know that when a fire gets going, it creates its own weather, it creates its own wind, and you know what? It does whatever it wants to do. Here's a look at the visibility. We're looking at the smoke associated with that fire, and you really can see with these arrows coming in out of the southwest, pushing it to the northeast, and all of that smoke being driven into South Lake Tahoe, moving into the Kirkwood area, and that's exactly where that fire is going. So the concern as we move into this afternoon is going to be how long will the winds be a factor, and that's going to be until 8 o'clock tonight. After that, winds will begin to die down, but you know what? Once that fire gets going, Kevin, as far as how long it's going to keep churning, you know what? The only thing that can really slow it down is when you get much cooler air. Sometimes in the overnight, you get more moisture coming in. We call that recovering relative humidity, and that can help firefighters. But as of right now, with the opportunity for those gusty winds, that's going to be something they have to contend with at least through early tonight.